to the New Super Mario Brothers summer 2022 speedrunning contest. Hello, welcome all. I am James Cole. I'm here joined by Noodles himself. And today we have Yiply against Aki in the losers bracket. This is double elimination, so I believe it's whoever loses this is out, and that'll be quite interesting to see because both of these runners are pretty good. From memory, let me double check that actually. I trust they're all really good. They've made it this far.
I think they're third and fifth, respectively.
Yeah, you are correct. Aki is third, Yiply is sixth. So they're not far behind each other on the leaderboard. And from what we've just seen during practice, I think they both have some pretty good tricks up their sleeve, i.e. the standard speedrunning tricks as we know them now, but a few months ago that would have been very hard.
Yeah, we should see some high-level strats from both these players, hopefully.
And I believe both runners are ready. Aki's screen is black, not sure why.
Right, I think both runners are ready, so
Alright,
we'll
cool.
start the countdown.
As we're waiting here, what do you expect to happen? Who would you place your money on?
Honestly, my bets are probably on Aki, but anything can happen in a 23-minute long race.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen it happen countless times, and
Yeah.
it's a best of three after all. So even if one race goes wrong, it can still go the other way. And both runners are
Indeed.
off. Well, they're off, but they still have to wait like 40 seconds until they can actually run.
It looks like both of them will be playing as Luigi, which doesn't
good
have
choice.
any advantage over Mario, but he does just look cooler, so a lot of people choose to pick him.
Both runners will, of course, be running a RNG manip here. It's the super manip now, and it basically allows for all of the RNG to fall in place just as you want it. Maybe you can explain it better because you actually use it.
Yeah, sure. So before this race started, both runners set up their RNG to land on a specific seed, and because of the seed they landed on, that's going to cause the random number generator to cycle between the same 8 values repeatedly. So we could use that here to make sure we get a blue shell in the very next level. Because if you do exactly 8 double jumps in 1-1, then that blue shell is guaranteed. And as we see, both runners get the red block moving over. And they should hopefully both get the shell. Yep.
I have never seen the wall there full of objects. It's usually a bit more clear, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, the tiles get a bit funny with this manip, because it only repeats the same 8 values, and for some reason the tiles in some levels are random, which hilariously causes them to all line up like here. It's pretty funny.
That is very funny. And you may have noticed that you might have used a trick there. Well, they did, but you may have noticed it. In this game, when you are in the blue shell, when you're sliding in the blue shell, you lose 8% of your total running speed, the top speed that you would be running at normally, and you can perform a glitch, which we call QSG, short for Quick Slide Glitch, and that basically allows the character to move at the same running speed as it would normally, which is very cool. And here they are in one tower. That was a pretty tight jump at the start there. Don't know, Yiply gets stopped there for a second, maybe, but everything looks alright still. Uaki has little...
few minor slip-ups from both players, but they're still going to get pretty quick towers.
It's a pretty technical level, but very learnable. Yiply just slightly ahead there of Aki.
Yeah, and also this secret exit is why we needed to get the blue shell in the previous level, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to break the bricks to access it.
And they're going on to World 5 already. World 5 can be a little bit tricky, and if everyone's RNG is correct, then at least the map movement shouldn't be bad. The map movement referring to the red bricks and the hammer bros moving around the map, which can cause a lot of slowdowns if they move wrong.
Yeah, I think before this manip you could lose like 3 to 5 seconds in World 5 just from the red block and hammer bro moving along like slow paths. So it's good we don't have to worry about that anymore.
And 5-1 is of course a pretty easy level. These runners know what they're doing. Not a problem at all. They get pretty much the exact same time there. And now going to 5-2. They're gonna get rid of that red brick so it doesn't appear on the map anymore. And here they're going to do QSG again. Aki missed QSG, that's a bit of a problem. Gonna lose a couple of seconds.
He might go for a backup, I'm not sure. No, it doesn't look like he will. That's fine.
He can of course use unmorphs like he is doing.
Oh,
If he loses the shell, that's a big problem.
Yikes. It's
wish
really
he
risky
got that
to
backup
do.
blue shell at the start of the level now.
Yeah, doing unmorphs in this level is really risky because you just don't have much headroom at all. That's actually going to be quite a lot of time loss for Aki throughout the rest of World 5 and into the start of World 8.
Is there any chance this hammer bro can have one?
I don't think so. I think he always has Fire Flower here.
Oof.
And
yeah, as you just saw, Yiply got hyperspeed there, but not for long.
It's fine, no, it's still going to save a decent chunk of time over Aki.
And Aki takes unnecessary damage. Losing a bit more time.
It's not going too well for Aki.
Yiply almost getting fireworks there, has to stop for a second.
Yeah, if you match the last 2 digits on the in-game timer when you finish a level, you get a small cutscene where fireworks go off, and obviously that loses quite a bit of time, so we want to try and avoid that wherever possible.
And the higher the digits, the more fireworks you get. The number of fireworks matches the digits, so if you have 2 9s at the end, then you're in real big trouble. Interesting strat there by Yiply, but it works out.
Pretty good ghost house from Yiply. Aki having a bit of a rough time. Probably because he's not used to being small here.
And Yiply just showing off some swag there.
Yeah, we can't do much to skip this elevator section, so we just have to wait it out. Oh, Aki. Falling off the elevator there.
It should be alright because the elevator's about to come down for him anyway.
Yeah.
And you may have noticed the runners scroll to the right of the screen. That's to prevent a plumpkin, as they're called, weirdly in this game, from going onto the platform, which will cause you to take damage if you run across.
Yeah, you'd have to slow down to avoid him if you didn't scroll right there. And both runners are going into World 8.
8-1 can be a little bit tricky because of the crows. The crows, when they swoop down, they will always go to the current height that you are at. So you can manipulate where they'll go by doing precise jumps, and if you do the same jumps every time, then they'll appear at the same place every time, and you can predict where they'll be. But Yiply getting a little bit of trouble there. He'll just finish this in the shell, it seems. Yeah, not losing too much time. Aki, however, is struggling a lot in small Mario there. Well, small Luigi.
Yeah, 8-1 can be quite an easy level if you know what you're doing, but one small mess up and it can really throw you off. And Yiply's going to go into 8-2, which is where we're going to start to see him pull quite far ahead of Aki. Because Yiply still has the shell, and the shell has a much faster horizontal swimming speed than small Mario. So Yiply's going to save a lot of time just for this being a water level.
He doesn't go for fast 8-2 after the first try, interesting.
I mean, that's fair. If you're not confident with it, then there's not much point trying to go for it, I guess. Especially when you're this far ahead.
Yeah, true.
Because what Yiply was trying to do was a frame-perfect double jump that you can get in the shell, which, if he got it there, it could have saved him anywhere from 1 to like 7 seconds. But
Depending how many
understandably,
times you...
yeah, but understandably he gave up after the first try.
Yay for me, Luigi!
Yiply's now off into 8 Tower 1, which is my least favorite level in the any % run. So, let's see how he does.
Picking up a fire flower for later.
Looking pretty clean so far. Aki is about to join him in this level.
It looks like Yiply's gonna make the fastest cycle here. Very nice tower from him. We'll see if Aki can get the skip with the cycle with fire flower. Oh, looks like he won't go for it, okay.
Yeah, not about 8 Tower from Yiply at all. That was a nice one. And now, into the last level where shell is needed. This is an all-water level, and the horizontal movement speed of the shell really helps out here.
Yeah, especially in this first section, the extra control you have with the shell as well makes this area just so much nicer.
Yiply absolutely spamming those jump buttons. And he'll still be taking these bubble streams because they save a few frames, but at this point it's not too necessary. Aki will absolutely need to take them, however. And there's a little trick in this game where if you let go of the D-pad, then you maintain the momentum from the bubble streams for longer, so I'm sure he'll be utilizing this.
Yeah, absolutely. And by doing that holding neutral thing, you actually don't really lose as much time in this level, in the horizontal section anyway, compared to Shell, which is nice.
Yeah, for me, Luigi.
Yeah, I think it's something like 15 seconds in this section. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I thought it was more like 10, but
Luigi.
either way. And Yiply also intentionally took damage with the shell there, because the shell is not really needed for the rest of the run.
You can take the shell route through the rest of the run, and theoretically it's fastest, but it would only be fastest on a Taz, or unless we manage to get some human perfection here. So currently flower route is the fastest and safest option to take.
Yeah, both the fire and shell route through the late half of the game, they're both viable and technically equally as fast as each other, but the shell route requires a very hard trick in it, so most people prefer to do fire.
It's the same trick that would have been used in A2 to get double jump, but this time it would have been double frame perfect.
Yeah, doing it with shell in the level you need to is 2 frame perfect inputs back to back pretty much.
We have to take a bit of damage there. But he has a flower power, so it doesn't really matter. Aki's not far behind now, actually.
Both of them getting really nice 8 castles here.
And another thing that this super manip does is it allows for the RNG to be in such a way that you don't get any Hammer Bro or Red Brick crossings across that bridge, which waste a lot of time.
Yeah, before the manip, there used to be like a 50-50 chance that either the red block or hammer bro would cross the bridge at least once. And every time it would do that, you would lose like 3 seconds or something. But now with the RNG manip we have, it always forces them to move left, so it's impossible for them to ever make it across the bridge.
It's very nice.
Yeah, for me, Luigi. Luigi.
8-6, very technical level now. Yiply is going to... Yiply messes it up a little bit, actually, but I'm sure it'll be okay. How hard would you say this level is compared to the others in the run?
I mean, it's definitely up there. For me, I don't think it's particularly hard actually, but
Ooh, Yiply taking
that's
2
just me.
points of damage there.
Here we go.
But yeah, this level, if you've not practiced lots, then it can be brutal.
Yeah, for me, Luigi.
And Yiply might have to go out of his way a bit to power up in the next levels.
Luigi.
Aki looks like he was getting a perfect run there, but
Yeah, just barely missed
Overshot.
the crouch jump through the gap there. And yeah, looks like Yiply will be powering up in 8-7.
he will absolutely be going into 8 Tower 2 with power up, with a flower power, that is.
Yeah,
Well,
this is
actually, you don't need a flower power, do you?
no, you do need to go into the level with a fire flower.
Oh, right, yeah, because
yeah.
the other one, of course.
there's a very big skip you can do in the second tower in this world, but to do it you have to enter with a fire flower. So Yiply might try and power up in 8-8, although there's not many places where you can get power-ups in 8-8, so...
He will need to get a pretty clean run here, and he'll need to stop enough times. But it doesn't look like he's stopping for any power-ups. He'll just go for the start.
There's 2 more that he can get. Yeah, he's gonna get the mushroom here, and there is one he can get on like the bridge at the end of the level, right at the start of it. But he's not gonna go for it. That's understandable.
Yay for me!
Interesting strategy then.
So yeah, it looks like Yiply's not gonna choose to do the really big skip that you can do.
Luigi!
But he's so far ahead at this point, I don't think it really matters. He just needs to survive the rest of the run, and he should be good.
So yeah, in a sec we should see Yiply jump off of the green snake block here and onto some spikes. Yeah, right there. And he's gonna intentionally get the checkpoint and then die. And what that allows us to do is re-enter the level at the checkpoint flag, where the snake block respawns a bit further up.
He's missing on this trick, the Skippy Warp, as we call it, I think. That's what would have allowed him to do that massive skip.
Yeah, unfortunately, Aki messed up the sort of bigger version of that skip, which would have saved him about 7 seconds over Yiply, but I think now he's gonna be losing that same 7 seconds.
Yeah, and the rest of this level is just an auto-scroller, basically, so we'll see a bit of swag coming out of the runners, maybe. We'll definitely have a Yiply because he has flower power at the moment, so he can afford it, I think. He will go for those red coins to get a power-up.
I think both these runners are good enough to not take damage here, swag or not. Although you never know, anything can happen, so...
It is a race after all.
And Yiply might opt to choose to do a strat here, where he's gonna do a double jump. Oh, okay, he doesn't get the double jump. But yeah, basically there's a trick in this game where you can do a double jump, and then by doing consecutive crouch jumps, you can store triple jump height in your crouch jump. And that would have just allowed him to jump up to the boss door a little bit higher, or quicker. Because triple jump height is, I think, 1 tile higher than regular jumps. We'll see if Aki goes for it. He gets the double jump. And yeah, there we go. So yeah, he just uses the crouch storage jump thingy, just to make it up to the boss door a little quicker.
Oh, but he loses the flower power in the boss fight. What happened there?
I think it was just too eager to get Junior, but this is really unfortunate for him.
Yeah, he's losing so much time now. Whilst Yiply going through room 3 here of Bowser's Castle, taking that damage on purpose so he can skip the rest of those flamethrowers, and taking damage there on purpose again to get through the Mega Thwomp. And into the next room. This is an easy one to die in, but if you do... Oh, he didn't go for a crouch jump there. Interesting. That's like a 4-frame window, or you could die.
Looks like Yiply's gonna have pretty good Bowser's Castle here. He's He's only really got the final boss fight in his way before he can claim the victory on this match.
We've seen it go wrong there before, so let's see how it goes. He should have enough time that if he was to die, the checkpoint should save him, but I'm not entirely sure at this point.
Yeah, I think Yiply can probably afford one death and still be ahead. But we'll see.
A little bit of Bowser scare. Ooh, Aki missing the switch. Yeah, that's huge. Yiply could absolutely die here. But no, he gets it done.
GG Yiply.
This is a best of 3 further, so there's still 2 chances for Aki to take the win here and leave Yiply.
Yeah, it's not quite over yet.
Okie dokie.
An unfortunate run for Aki, but I think there's a lot of potential for him to win here still.
Yeah, losing the shell really early in 5-2 just lost him so much time later on in the run.
And all of that stemmed down to not getting QSG, which can be a bit tricky in that level, I think, but
Yeah.
he should be able to get it done. Yiply, of course, going to practice 8-6. That's the one he kind of struggled on, I think.
Aki finishing up here, just under a minute behind Yiply. Here we see both runners practicing the levels they didn't have too good of a time with before the next race.
Luigi.
And whilst we're waiting, let me add the 1 score to Yiply. There we go.
I think both runners are ready to start the next race.
Fantastic. Yeah, both runners ready to start now.
Yep, they should be off pretty soon.
Luigi.
And they are. Nice.
Huh?
So we should be seeing more of what we just saw. Hopefully,
What?
a lot cleaner from both runners. I'm sure they would like to improve that, but we'll of course have to see how it goes.
Yeah, hopefully Aki can keep his shell for quite a bit longer. here both runners should be aiming to get their 8 double jumps in on 1-1. Which is sort of a nice thing about this RNG manip is you don't have to go back into your settings to reset it for every run. Which we used to have to do that before, but now we can just go straight into another attempt, which is very nice.
Luigi. Go, Luigi.
As you see, the red bricks both move left here onto 1-2, where they'll now hopefully be getting the blue shell, and they both are. That's very nice. And both get QSG.
Yeah, so QSG there, where both runners pressed down and then left just as they were going off the edge of that question mark block. And that just makes them maintain a little extra speed in shell that you normally wouldn't have.
Aki getting a slightly better pipe entry there, I think.
Yeah, for me, Luigi.
If for whatever reason they weren't able to get the blue shell, they can stop by the toad house there. It's a pretty easy setup to get the blue shell from there, but that would waste 15 seconds of time, 17 actually, which is not ideal.
Both runners getting very good towers. Entering with a 79 door there, which I believe is the best you can do. Oh, but Aki missing the QSG on that block there. That's going to lose him a little bit of time.
And missing that jump into the gap.
Yeah,
Yeah, for me, Luigi.
that QSG there doesn't really save much. I think it only saves like a quarter to half a second at most.
Go, Luigi.
But of course, at the very top level, that's what you're going to want to be doing, and these runners pretty much are at the top level, so they would want to be doing that most of the time.
Here we go.
Both getting clean cannon entries. It's very easy to miss the cannon entry and slide off or something, but it's good to see that both runners managed to get it done.
Go, Luigi.
Would be very sad otherwise, and here they are going into 5-1. As we've said, it's a pretty simple level to do. Just do a bunch of unmorphs really, and yeah, just get through the level. It's very easy to learn. So both runners should know this very well. Unmorphing has the same effect as in QSG, except you might not always be able to do it safely, so that's why you'd want to do QSG in other places, such as 5-2, which we'll see coming up in just a moment.
Yeah, for me, Luigi.
Yeah, and also something else to note is that Yiply was aiming to get 2,000 points on all of the flags, which is part of a quite small time save, because this red block here will respawn every time your score increases by a multiple of 50,000. So if you enter this level with 100,000 points and hit the red block, then you can sort of manipulate your score so it doesn't respawn until like after the ghost house.
Well,
And that saves quite a bit. Yeah, it saves quite a bit because then the red block doesn't have to do an extra move on the world map. So yeah, it just saves
The movements
a little
of
bit of time.
the movements of those Hammer Bros and Red Bricks, as far as I know, only really affect time
Yeah, for me,
if they are
Luigi.
near or on the screen. So if they're like way off the screen, they just do it instantly. But in World 5 here, everything's pretty close.
Go, Luigi.
Yeah, and there's also quite a few long paths in World 5, like just this path from 5-3 to the ghost house. If they move along there, that can lose quite a bit.
Yiply not getting hyperspeed. And Aki is.
Does. And Aki also getting a quick QSG there. I imagine that Aki will be able to skip fireworks, but Yiply might have to wait.
No, Yiply was good. Nice.
Yeah, for me, Luigi.
And both runners are now pretty much at the exact same place. Wow, that's hyperspeed really saved Aki there.
Luigi.
5 Ghost House. 5 Ghost House is a bit of a tricky level. Aki slipping up a little bit there. But overall, still pretty clean.
Both about synced up still.
Yiply practicing his double jumps there. And that's 5 Ghost House. As simple as that.
For me, Luigi.
Once you learn it, I suppose. Yeah, it's not an easy level to do, but these runners, of course, know what they're doing, so it wasn't too big of a problem for them. There were a few small slip-ups, but overall I think it was pretty good. And now they're exiting World 5 and going to World 8.
Here we go.
8-1 should be more of the same as we've seen already. Just getting the right jumps in, aiming for the crows to come down where you'd expect them, and doing it safely.
Yeah, and hopefully not getting hit, because otherwise you're gonna lose quite a bit of time in the coming levels. That's some interesting movement from Aki.
Yiply getting bit pixel stop there, I think. And that allows Aki to be
Luigi.
within a few frames of Yiply, I think, now. I think they're exactly synced up now.
Yeah, they're like exactly tied here. This is super interesting. We'll see if any of them go for Fast State 2 in this level.
I think they have to. They know how close they are to each other. But how many attempts will they do? That's the next question.
I don't know. Well, Aki's not been doing Fast 8 too much in this tournament, so you never know. No, Aki does not go for it. But Yiply... Oh, Yiply
Managed to get it on the third
try.
try. It's very nice.
Nice job from Yiply. That's going to save him like 2 seconds over Aki there. It's a very hard trick to pull off, especially in a race as well. Because it's frame perfect and somewhat inconsistent. So it's quite a big commitment if you're going to go for it.
Aki saving a touch more time there over Yiply, however, by getting the best pipe entry there by jumping on the... Oh, I forget the name of those things. Yeah, forget it.
Skeeters.
Yeah, those are the ones, skeeters.
Looks like both players are gonna want to go for the fastest cycle here. And they both get it.
They both use different methods for doing it. Is there one that's better than the other? Maybe more consistent?
I think the one that Aki does is slightly faster. Because I think the movement Aki did loads like some of the cycles just a little sooner. And I think you can get up to like 460 if you go for the really fast movement. But if you go for what Yiply did, then you can only get a 459 on the door.
Yiply is now ever so slightly ahead of Aki again. This is a pretty tight race so far. You can hear those buttons getting mashed by Yiply. The faster you mash them, the faster you go up, I believe.
Pretty much.
Yeah, this is a pretty standard level. Both runners know the route to take. They'll, of course, be going through the bubble streams to save those few extra frames. And they'll have to be wary of the ninja fish, which hides behind one of those bubble coins. That one, I believe. And, yeah, it seems alright. If you hit that, you'll, of course, lose the shell. That loses a lot of time, which they don't want to be doing.
Yeah, well, getting hit there isn't actually the worst thing in the world, because you'll only lose a handful of seconds, since this is the last level that we need shell for. Which is why both runners are taking damage right at the end there, because we just don't need the shell anymore. And at
8-4
some
is an
point,
interesting level. It's got platforms that move up and down, so you may notice... oh, interesting, Aki equips his fire here. Yiply getting a bit of a slip up there, but you may notice they're firing... Well, Aki's firing his fireballs, and Yiply crouches on the platforms that move up and down. That is to prevent them from getting pixel stopped, which is a weird bug in this game, where if you land on a platform that's moving up, you will basically get stopped right where you are, and that can throw you off and lose a lot of time.
yeah, but if you use any other animation, then that cancels the pixel stop.
Yeah, which is why Yiply will crouch, and Aki will shoot the fireballs, which has an animation that lasts for a few frames. It's useful in quite a few places, actually, and you may see it being used in 8.7. 8.7, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, 8.7. And I guess slightly in 8.5, maybe. And I think Aki has managed to pull ahead slightly. Because Yiply still hasn't equipped his Fire Flower, which he's going to do in the next level.
Yeah, it loses a few frames, but yeah, we'll have to see how close they are.
Yeah, there's only like a second difference between them. They're both on very good pace as well. I think this is like 22 3x pace. Or maybe like mid 4x. Very good runs from both players so far.
So yeah, Aki is now slightly ahead because Yiply has to equip the flower power there. Let's switch audio to Aki, I suppose.
And Aki's shooting a fireball coming out of the pipe there, which actually saves a handful of frames. Because for whatever reason, if you shoot a fireball after doing a wall kick, you accelerate a bit faster. And we'll see how both runners do in 8-6.
Yiply was struggling with this level last time, I think. But Aki seems to have got it down pretty nicely. That's a pretty tight movement there that Aki just did. And he'll be going for the triple storage there. Oh.
Oh, he messed it up. He bonked on the ledge that meant he couldn't go for it. And now they're tied up again.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Yeah, what Aki tried to do there was do a double jump and then store triple jump height in a crouch jump. And you can actually use that to wall kick up the side of the volcano, which is a little bit faster than taking the pipe.
For whatever reasons, the game was made weird. And this is where they're using the fire hops, and Yiply gets ahead, but he almost slips it up and dies. That was a bit dangerous there, but the rest of the level should be plain sailing.
Yeah, this race might come down to whoever can get the Skippy Warp in 8 Tower 2.
For me, Luigi.
They should both be able to do it nicely, but of course we didn't see that in race 1, so yeah, it'll be interesting to see. 8-8 can be a giant pain because these... Oh, the name is argued about, but let's just call them meteors. The meteors are RNG based, but
Oh, actually getting hit.
yeah, he takes that flower power
Yeah.
because he needs it going to the next level if he wants to do Skippy Warp.
That's gonna lose him quite a bit of time though. He lost like 3 seconds over Yiply there.
Yeah, the meteors are all randomly generated, so it can be very dangerous, but I think the RNG manip helps with that.
Yeah, now with the RNG manip, there's only a 1 in 8 chance of the meteors being in your way, so it's really nice for that level. And they're both gonna go for this. Oh, Yiply gets it.
See if Aki can. He didn't get it last time.
They
He
both
does
get
get
it.
it. Very nice.
What a race. This is pretty much gonna come down to the final level. And
Yeah,
I think Yiply
Yiply's
is also
slightly
on
ahead.
PB pace.
Really? That's nice. It's very nice for him. Yeah, the rest of this level is just an auto-scroller, basically, so we'll see a bit of swag coming out of them. They'll, of course, go for these red coins to get power-ups. It's like the game devs thought of this when they made the game that would be an ideal skip to do, and then you need to get your cloud power again.
Yeah, it's weird how like so many of the things in this game just seem to line up really nicely for speedrunning.
Yiply going to go for those sword jumps.
Ooh, that was scary, Yiply. I think he messed up the method there slightly, but still made it to the boss fight.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Yeah, and Aki getting a slightly quicker kill there, I think. But Yiply is still well in the lead by, what, like 4 or 5 seconds?
Yeah, and Yiply looks like he's on 3x pace, which, if he could finish this out with a good Bowser's Castle, could be a PB for him.
Yeah, his
By,
current
like, 2 or
PB
3
is
seconds.
22:41.933, so If he gets 3x, that'll be quite big for him. Let's not commentator curse it though.
Damage boosting through that fire there. Because we don't need the power-ups anymore. And it's actually beneficial to be small, just because of how tight some of the corridors in this level are.
Nice jump through there. Aki taking a crouch jump, which should basically let you live every time because it's a pretty tight jump.
Okay,
Ooh, Yiply missing the
Ooh.
switch. That could be big.
Oh, and he has to
Yeah.
wait for the thwomp as well. That might have just killed his PB.
Depends how big of a lead it was on his current PB, but yeah, bit unfortunate. He's still slightly ahead of Aki though, so that's all that matters at the moment.
Yeah, Yiply just has to hope that he can get the Bowser jump right at the end, and he'll be winning this this whole match.
This is an incredibly tight race. It all comes down to this now. Oh, the Bowser stare. Aki didn't get Bowser stare, I didn't think. Wait, Aki is slightly ahead. What?
Oh,
What
wait.
is this? What? What just happened?
Wait. Okay.
This might need to be a retime.
Wow.
It's so close.
Yeah.
What?
Wow, what a race.
Yeah, and Yiply missing his PB there by just a fraction of a second unless his timer was off.
Wow, Aki managed to pull ahead just barely out of Bowser's castle there.
I think it was the Bowser stare that got him.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that Bowser stare, if it can just lose you up to like half a second if you get it, and unfortunately it's random.
Yeah, I think Jaded is going to retime this for our convenience. But yeah, that was very interesting. That was an insanely close race throughout the entire race, really, yeah. Have we had another race as close as this?
Honestly, I'm not sure if we have. This is probably the closest it's been the whole tournament.
And I believe we'll be going to the third race anyway, just in the meantime, and if Yiply was to win it, then that would be his win, and if not, then it will come down to the retime.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're both in such shock right now that they're just letting out the credits play. Yeah, that was weird English. They're letting the credits play out. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine that both players are just popping off right now. That was such a good race.
Yeah, I'm not sure when we'd be starting the next race, but at the
Yeah,
moment,
I think both runners are just uploading their runs quickly,
yeah.
so we can retime them.
I like it how even when you play as Luigi, it still shows you all the credits as Mario.
They probably just took like random screenshots from the game and
Yeah.
slapped them into the end credits.
It would be cool. I don't know how many games actually do this, but I know there's a few games that like take your actual like screenshots. Like they take moments from your actual gameplay and then put it in the credits. But it would be pretty cool if Mario games did that as well.
No. I think Mario Galaxy shows you playing as Mario or Luigi, but I don't really know of any others.
Luigi.
And Yiply is going to be going into practice now, I think. We'll be practicing Bowser's Castle.
Luigi.
So yeah, while we wait for the next race to start, both runners will be practicing the levels that they might have had trouble on. Yiply, of course, doing Bowser's Castle, costing the win there. Unfortunately, well, we don't know yet, but potentially costing the win. So he'll want to be getting this down, practice that switch again. Missing the switch again. He's having trouble with that. Aki practicing those fire hops. The fire hops work on the same mechanic where an animation overrides actions. So, well, not actions, I suppose, but overrides other things. So normally when you go onto those ledges there, you'll dangle down on them, but if you have an animation like your fire being thrown, then you can just jump right on it.
Huh?
Alright, so I've just been able to retime Aki's run, and he got a 22 minute and 42 seconds exactly.
Right, that's a pretty low time to compete against.
Yeah, we'll have to wait on the what Yiply's retime comes out to. Right, I think both runners are ready.
Yeah, so... Are we just assuming then that Yiply did not get that?
I think it's most likely that Aki won on that one, because I think Yiply split at about 22:42.5, whereas Aki was about half a second faster.
Luigi.
But I think we're gonna retime both of them anyway, just to be certain on that.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we're still going to race 3 to not waste much more time. And
What?
yeah, both runners have started the game now. Let's see how this goes.
Luigi.
This is now do or die situation. There are no more chances for either runners.
Yeah, whoever loses this is just out of the tournament now. And I believe the winner of this goes on to the finals of the losers bracket.
And whoever wins that will, of course, go to the grand finals. I don't
Yay for me,
remember
Luigi.
if anyone here secures any cash prize.
I think they do. I don't know how much, but I think the prizes go down to like 6th or 7th or something. And I think whoever loses this gets at least 4th, so... Both players are gonna walk away with something here regardless. It's an interesting seesaw thing that Aki did there.
Yeah, it saved him time in the last one as well. I think that might be a better
Yeah.
trap.
Because normally we unmorph out of the shell and slow down a bit on the seesaw and then carry that momentum up onto the ledge instead of staying in shell and having to do a turn back, but looks like it might be proving faster here.
Yeah, I haven't seen it used anywhere else, but that is a very good strat.
Oh, Yiply missing the cycle.
Oh, that's massive.
That's gonna lose Yiply about 7.5 seconds there.
And he
And
gets
the
pixel
pixel
stop as
stop.
well. If you land on the corner of a block as well, you also get pixel stopped as well as on a platform that's moving up.
Yeah, a bit of a rough tower from Yiply here. Looks like Aki's gonna...
And another pixel stop.
Wow. Yeah, looks like Aki's gonna pull away with a 10 to 11 second lead here out of World
Yay for
1.
me, Luigi. Luigi.
Yiply will now need to be performing his absolute best for the rest of this run, and Aki will still need to have a few slip-ups in order for Yiply to regain the lead.
Luigi.
All's currently looking good for Aki through 5-1 there, pretty standard level.
Yeah, both runners just jumping in and out of their shell to just maintain their faster running speed that they have while out of shell and making it to the end. But Yiply bonking a little there.
Yeah, loses about half a second, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna lose like about a second here.
Yay for me, Luigi.
But it's not too big of a deal. We're still less than a fifth of the way through the race, so
Luigi.
anything can always happen.
Aki got QSG here, let's see if Yiply can as well. He does not, that's also big. This race is not going in Yiply's way.
Yikes, yeah, Yiply's gonna lose like another 2 to 3 seconds here. He's just slowly bleeding time over Aki.
But unlike Aki in the first race, he managed to keep his shell there, which is good, because he'll very much be relying on that now.
Yay for me, Luigi.
See if he can
Aki
get
about to do
hyperspeed.
hyperspeed. He
Oh,
does
he
not.
misses it.
Yeah,
Missed the
Yiply
jump
could
there
gain a bit of time
too
here.
early. Yiply is gonna get it.
not for long though. Still saves a little bit of
Ooh.
time, but that
Ooh,
does
oh
not
no,
save time, and he
Yiply.
lost his shell.
Wow, falling into that crevice there really threw him off.
Now this is a route I have not seen being taken for this, but I suppose it's probably safer.
Yeah, I think that's the old routes that we used to do in no power-ups, which is safer than trying to crouch underneath the snaily corns on the bottom path. But yeah, Aki's going to be quite far ahead of Yiply now. It really hurts him to lose the blue shell where he did.
Yeah, let's switch to Aki's audio. He's been on the lead for quite a while.
Yeah, and Aki finishing Ghost House with a very nice 3:32 on the in-game timer.
Luigi.
Yiply getting a weird stop there, probably started running too soon.
Here we go.
I'll have to look at the times as they enter World 8. Looks like Aki's gonna get a 7:54 World 5 split there.
Yeah, and I think Yiply's going to be getting around 14. Oh, not later.
Yeah, Yiply entering at about 8:17, so that's like 23 seconds of time lost from Yiply. Just in World 5 there.
Ouch.
Yay for me, Luigi.
And I think he's gonna lose like another 20-ish seconds in the first half of World 8 from the upcoming water levels. From not having the shell.
Well, we'll have to see how Aki performs in them as well, because, of course, anything can happen in the race. Anything can still go wrong. But let's see how it goes. Aki, number 3 on the leaderboard.
See if he goes for Fast 8 too as well. But he might not, just because of how big of a lead he has. Oh, he's doing a couple tries of it.
Yes,
oh, and he got it third try.
I'll save him 2 seconds over Yiply here.
Yeah, and unfortunately you can only do that with the blue shell, so Yiply can't go for it and has to go the longer route. Oh, but Aki
More time
used
lost from
shell.
Yiply there. Oh, that's massive. Oh, Aki could very easily die in this next level if he doesn't go for the power-up.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Yeah, or maybe he might choose to stay as small Mario, because then he can get the cycle skip easier.
Luigi.
Because if you power up to fire, then it gets quite hard to crouch under the spikes you need to make a faster cycle.
He misses the cycle though.
Yeah, that pixel stop there really messed him up. This level is brutal for the cycles in it, because if you miss one cycle, then you have to wait ages for the next one. So he's letting Yiply catch up a bit here.
Yeah, let's see how Yiply does at the start of this level.
Oh, Yiply!
Oh,
Making a similar mistake.
yeah, it's gonna
both
cost
of them
him.
having to wait for
Gonna
the
cost him a
same
lot.
cycles. Yeah.
That could have saved his race there, but I'm not sure how many more mistakes Aki can make.
Yeah, Yiply could have been ahead if he didn't mess up right at the start there, but
Yay for me,
Aki getting
Luigi.
very quick junior kills, much quicker than Yiply is getting them.
I think Yiply still saves a bit of time over Aki here, though.
And they'll of course both be going into a full water level now without a blue shell, which is going to be about the same, but if
Yeah.
Aki was to mess up somehow, then that could put Yiply in the lead. Better
Yiply's
movement through the
still,
first
like-
section here as well.
Yiply is still behind by like a good 20-ish seconds or something. Oh, Yiply's gonna opt to do a damage boost there. It's rare you see that.
It has a spare firepower, that's why.
Yeah, I believe that saves like 1 or 2 seconds over not damage boosting, but you can only do that if you know you have a backup. And it's also something you wouldn't ever want to do with the blue shell, just because the blue shell would save you so much more in the horizontal section. And usually you wouldn't have a backup shell here. Aki missing the wall kick there.
Yay for
Not
me,
too much of a
Luigi.
time loss, but it can save a few frames.
Yeah, that wall kick is deceptively hard. Because I think the pipe messes up like the window you have to wall kick, which makes it a bit harder than a regular wall kick.
Yeah, and Yiply got it, so that saved him a little bit of time over Aki there, but it's not over yet. He's still quite far behind.
Yeah, Aki's like a full half level ahead of Yiply here.
Almost a full level, actually.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Going to 8 Castle now, which...
Ooh, Yiply.
Luigi.
Ah,
This is not
had
the
me scared.
time to be falling in random pits.
Yeah, going into 8 Castle now. There's a pretty tight slide that Aki might go for here, and he could die here. He gets
Nope,
it though,
gets
that's
it.
nice.
Yeah, crouching through that gap is also one of those tricks that looks easy but can actually be really difficult. Because you have to crouch on the last 3 frames of the platform, so you fall slow enough to make it into the gap. If you were to crouch any earlier than that, you would fall down at like full velocity, and you would miss the gap there.
Yay for me, Luigi.
Yiply got it as well, but yeah, Aki is now done with this level, and going to be... Well, he now needs to wait for the bridge to go up, but he'll be heading into 8-5 with... I didn't see how much of a lead, but quite a bit of a lead.
Looks like we also got the retime back for Yiply's run. So for the last race, Yiply got a 22-minute 42.517 time, whereas Aki got 22 minutes and 42 seconds exactly.
It's unfortunate.
So yeah, Aki definitely won the last race there.
And Yiply's still about 22 seconds behind on this one. It's not looking good.
Yeah, but we are in the We are in arguably the hardest section of the run here, so anything could happen still.
Yeah, absolutely. This next level, the volcano, can easily kill you if you go for too hard of a trick, which I think Aki might. We saw him going for the triple jump storage there last time, I think, and he didn't quite get it, but if you were to like slide off the pipe, then you could die. Well, he will die actually.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes for it.
He
Gets
is
the
going
double
for
jump.
it.
And he makes
Gets
it.
it.
That's very nice. Yeah, that saves like, I think it's like half a second or something. It's a very small amount of time. But yeah, it just puts him a bit further ahead of Yiply there.
Yiply going
Was
for it as
Yiply
well
going
now.
for it? Oh, Yiply getting.
Oh,
what?
and that's the death I was talking about.
Wow, he jumped a bit too high on the wall kick and bonked his head.
I think that might be over for Yiply now.
Yeah, wow. I didn't even know you could die like that there. That's really unfortunate.
And now he has to. That was sketchy. Yeah. Aki is now over a full level ahead of Yiply.
Wow, Yiply having a bit of a rough time this race.
That last race must have really tilted him. Aki getting a very nice star grab there. Ooh. Not a great finish there to the level, but he gets it.
Yiply almost falling off the ledge there.
And almost getting hit by the fire there as well.
Right, Aki entering 8 Tower 2. He's probably going to go for, yep, he's going for the Skippy Warp. And he gets it.
Gets it. Very nice.
But that's going to save him at least another 7 seconds if Yiply doesn't get it. But at this point, I don't think that really matters that much. I think Yiply's only real hopes of catching up now is that Aki messes up either later in this level or in Bowser's Castle, because both of these sections are quite long.
Yeah. Yiply will be going for the Skippy Warp. He has to.
Yeah, or I guess if he's not confident with it, he could do the regular Death Warp and just hope that Aki messes up somewhere, which is pretty much his only hope for catching him back up now. Yiply is going to get Skippy Warp.
Going for the jump storage there. Gets it just about.
Very nicely done there.
I wonder if there's any chance he's on PB pace.
Probably not. He lost too much time in the first tower.
Oh, right, yeah.
8 tower. Yeah, this is like a low 23 pace.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot all of the things that happened. He's just so far ahead, I thought it was perfect.
Yeah, but the race is still not over yet. If Aki was to take a death in this level, that could be enough for Yiply to catch up.
Yeah, especially before the checkpoint. Checkpoint's like at the end, basically.
Yeah, and you have to do most of this movement small, so there's plenty of chances to mess up right towards the end here. But it looks like Aki's gonna have no issue with this section.
Yeah, all is looking clean so far.
He's just maintaining his lead over Yiply.
And Yiply just heading into the level now as well. Okay, Aki would be safe to a death now because he's about to hit this checkpoint. So if he was to die now, he'd be safe. I think up to 2 deaths, basically. He's so far in the lead.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he can close it out now.
This jump can be a bit tricky because you need to land just the right way. But I'm sure he'll get it. And he does.
Yep,
That's
no
a
issues
GG
there.
for Aki.
GG.
Yay for me, Luigi!
And oh, did Yiply take a death?
I think he did. Not the way he wanted this race to go at all.
It's unfortunate. Oh, I think he's just given up now.
Okie dokie.
Or maybe he's gonna finish it out. But yeah, GG to Aki there for taking the victory here.
Yeah, it takes him through to the losers final. And if he can close it out there, then he'll be going on to the grand final. I'm not sure who is where at the moment, who he'll be facing next.
I think it's me in the losers final. Oh, Yiply. And taking, yeah, he's just
Alright,
gonna
he's given up.
give
That's
up
fair
there.
enough.
Instead, he's gonna opt to play some mini games. Gonna be playing a bit of poker, it looks like.
Are we doing interviews?
Oh yeah, we can do that. If the runners are up for it.
Alright, yeah, I think the runners are up for it, so... Well, Aki is. Not sure if Yiply, let's see. Right, of course.
I think we have to give not Yiply, but Aki the invite.
Yeah. So, Yiply, welcome in. What went wrong there?
Like, is that Aki joining us?
Oh yeah.
Yo, congrats on your winning.
So much.
That was a very close second game you had there.
Yeah, second game. Yes. I thought I will lose these days
Hello.
because when I missed the 8-8 Starbrook, and I was watching Yiply's stream, and I guess the midpoint of the Battle Castle, it was almost same. I mean, it was a little
Yeah,
bit.
you guys were like tied
Yeah.
going into the final fight there.
Yeah, and I got a no stare, but Yiply didn't get it, so it means I think it was like 0.5 differences.
Hello.
So
Hello, Yiply.
Yiply, did you retime it?
Talking, but I guess my mic wasn't. Yeah, they retimed it. Yeah, that was. I'm pretty. Yeah. Whoa, am I getting doubled? What's going on? Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking and pretend that that doesn't happen. Yeah, I was talking, but I didn't hear. Oh, yeah, bro, that was, bruh, I know this is. I can't even listen to myself like this. Hold on, I'm gonna find a new way to talk.
But yeah, Aki, congratulations on the win there. That second game was insanely close.
Yeah, that was not.
You hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why that didn't work. Yeah, that was disappointing, bro. Oh my god. The first game was like, I was trying to say, it was like a bumpy rock. Like it was terrible, but it was solid. And then game 2, bro. I played my heart out, and then I do the thing I always like. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. It's like a pattern for me. Every time I get on PB Pace, I do something really dumb, so dumb, and it just falls apart. And then, bro, I thought I won game 2. As soon as I finished, I put my DS down and I like walked away to get my drink and like my mic and stuff. And like I thought it was done. And then I come back and I see Aki's time. It's like 0.4 lower. I'm like, yo, what just happened? I don't know. I was defeated at that point. And then game 3, bro, game 3 was a funeral procession. Like it was I was shot at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of just looked like everything just started to crumble apart for you in game 3 there.
GG to Aki though. Hope he goes far. Bro's a 7 seed. Like y'all, he's a 7 seed and he's top 3. Potentially could go further. He's going crazy. Good stuff, Aki.
Oh yeah, it's top 3 now. It's
Yeah.
actually sick. I actually lost the first winner's bracket, and I'm winning and winning and winning.
Yeah, bro. What a crazy speech run. Oh my god. You lost to two. You lost to wait. Okay, yeah. Other than Caleb, you lose to people who have a worse seed than you and beat everyone else that has a better seed than you. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. My match is also always 2-1. every single match is. I'm always doing 3 races.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Keep it. I want you to win. Yeah, I want you to take Glitch and News down. I'm sorry, News, but go Aki.
Yeah,
Well,
it's been
I suppose good
crazy
luck to both
comeback.
Nudes and Aki.
Oh yeah, we have to fight off in the losers not semis, but losers finals now.
Yeah, losers final.
And then whoever wins that goes off against Glitchman, who is the current any percent record holder for this game.
Getting his world record in a race.
Yeah, in this tournament, in fact. The first ever 22 1x time. Which is kind of crazy.
So yeah, I think we should be ending it off about here now. Thank you to both runners for giving us this spectacular show. That was incredible to watch.
Yeah.
And thanks to Noodles for co-hosting this with me, I suppose.
Yeah, and thanks for Speed Gaming for letting us use their channel for this.
It's very cool of them. And yeah, thank you all for coming out. It's been a great morning. And we'll see you in the next race. Thank you for watching.